And by doing that, I realized that by trying to block out the bad, the negative energy, I was also blocking a lot of the good, positive energy. I was blocking opportunities. I was blocking my manifestations of what I truly want because I was just completely blocked off. But now that I'm not accepting responsibility for everyone else's emotions and what they're going through, I'm not accepting it as if it's my fault and I have to fix it for them. That's always what I was trying to do. I was trying to fix everyone because I thought, oh, if everybody around me is okay, then I can be okay. I got to make sure everyone else around me who's close to me is happy. That way I can be happy. And as soon as one person's happy, someone else isn't happy. The next day, someone else isn't happy. And then I never get to myself. I'm always saving myself for last.
So find a way to...
Hello, beautiful fellow lightworkers. My name is Monica, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about how you were not responsible for other people's feelings. So this video is kind of a follow-up to the last video I did about how to become empowered. And I left off the end of the video kind of starting on this subject. And I know this title might sound kind of harsh, especially for me being an empath, but it's something that I felt like I needed to talk about because it's a huge realization I just had today that has lifted so much weight off my shoulders, and it was a big realization that I wanted to share with you guys today. So as I was thinking about what I was talking about in my last video about empowerment and how I need to take responsibility or accept responsibility for everything that happens in my life, and I mean everything, even what other people do to me, meaning my ability to respond to the situation, whether I'm going to be a victim or a victor and learn something from it, I also realized that I don't have to take responsibility for the way that everyone else feels, whether it's about me or it's about something else. And this brings me back to when I was a child and something my mom told me. I don't remember exactly what I said. I might have said something along the lines of, well, that person made me feel stupid. And my mom responded with, no one can make you feel the way that you feel. You have to choose to feel that way. And at the time I was like, ouch, what do you mean I have to choose to feel that way? I don't think I'm stupid. And I remember hearing another YouTuber who said, you know, if you feel a certain way about what someone says to you, like if they say you're stupid, then that must mean on some level, even if it's subconscious, that you believe that to be true. And that's why you're questioning it, and that's why you're upset by it. And a while back, I had another YouTube channel before this one, my first one, that was a vegan channel. All my videos were about what I've learned about being a vegan, why I'm a vegan, and how I feel about it, you know, all of that stuff. And every video I talked from my perspective of everything that I was encountering because I had just began being vegan. And I knew someone who was watching my videos, and they told someone else that basically I made them feel bad about not being vegan. I don't remember exactly everything I've ever said in every video on that channel because I have like over 30, but I can pretty much guarantee you I did not say anything along the lines of, you are a bad person if you are not vegan. I don't talk like that. I don't try to put other people down. And in fact, I used to be very, very, even more careful about what I would say than I am now. I'm a lot more outspoken about my truth. And so at first I felt bad about what she had said. And I was thinking like that wasn't my intention. So I did feel very bad that she felt that way. And then I remembered what my mom said about I can't make anyone else feel the way that they feel. So then I was thinking, well, if this person feels bad or guilty about not being vegan, that is not my fault. All I did was speak my truth. I can only be responsible for what I say and what I do. I can't be responsible for what everybody else says and does. I am not in control of how other people react to anything that I put out there. I just feel it's my responsibility to be true to myself and put the information out there. Everybody else, they can get offended, they can feel gratitude about it. I can't control that. So then I was thinking about it and I was like, well, that person, if they're feeling bad, they should ask themselves why they're feeling bad. Because on some level, maybe be it subconscious, they feel guilty about eating animals. And that's something that they have to take responsibility for and sit down and think about their actions. They need to sit with that and process it. But by blaming me, they're giving me power over them, in a sense, and saying that they are not responsible for the way that they feel because I'm responsible for how they feel. But you know what? Like I said, I'm not. I can only be responsible for the way I respond to their actions towards me. And it was funny because I also kind of realized this initially when I was driving to go get groceries. And I had a car behind me that was getting really, really close. And I was driving 5 over the speed limit. And that is as fast as I will go. And I felt my heart pounding because I always get really nervous when people are gaining up on me quickly and they're just really close behind me. And so then I almost feel this need to go faster. And sometimes I would in the past because I felt like I was being inconsiderate because they wanted to go faster and I was holding them back. I've always had this thing of kind of being overly selfless to a fault, pretty much, where I was always trying to overcompensate for everyone else. I was trying to go above and beyond to make other people happy and to feel comfortable. And because of that, it took away a lot of my authenticity because I would almost mold myself in a way depending on who I was with. And I would censor myself with what I would say or what I would do in order to not offend anybody. And I realized the reason why I was so afraid to offend anybody, because I would always choose to take responsibility if someone else got upset because of something I did or said, even if my intention was not to purposefully try to get a negative reaction out of them. Especially being in customer service, I remember going so above and beyond my duties to try to people please and to accommodate everyone. And some people still were not happy with the level of customer service I was giving. And so I would beat myself up and blame myself for them being unhappy. Which now that I say out loud doesn't really make a lot of sense. But I believe that's how us as empaths tend to absorb so much of that negative energy from people and feel responsible for how they're feeling. It's kind of like that saying, I believe, in religion, people will give that example. They're like, well, Jesus was perfect and he still got persecuted. So we're not perfect. And there's always going to be people who are not satisfied with who we are, what we do. And if that saying doesn't resonate with you because you're not religious, like I'm not religious, but I'll give another example. I saw a post once that I shared and it said, my mom told me that you can lie down for people to walk all over you. And some people will still complain that you're not flat enough. That really hit home for me. And today I consciously made a choice when I was driving and that person was gaining on me that I am not responsible if they get upset, that I'm not going as fast as they want, that I'm not speeding so that they can get somewhere faster. If they want, they can choose to pass me whenever they want. And that is the attitude I've had all day, and the attitude that I'm going to keep, but I'm going to have to consciously be aware of how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. And I'm going to have to tell myself each time I start to react and feel like I have to take responsibility for everyone else, I'm going to say in my mind, I am not responsible for this person's feelings. I am not responsible for this person's actions. I'm not responsible for anyone else but myself. And I know this This is not an absolute. I know people have children and they're responsible for children. I have dogs, I'm responsible for them. But I'm just saying, if someone else says something that hurts my feelings, I have to agree to it to a certain extent. And I have to choose to be upset about it. Or I can choose to say, you know what? Again, I'm not responsible for what other people think about me. Someone told me on another video in the comments, they said, you're just an idiot. It's not my responsibility to try to get that person to like me and to change their mind. It's my responsibility to like me. And I think that is the best way to start not caring what other people think about you. Because I would rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. So I'm going to continue to open my throat chakra and keep speaking my truth. And it's not going to resonate with everyone. And once I realize that I'm not responsible for everything that other people do, how everybody else feels, and what everybody else says to me, about me, or if they're upset about someone else. I used to think if a friend of mine was upset about something, then I had to react and be upset too. Or if they hated someone, then I had to be upset and hate them too. And I realized that's not true. That's not who I am. I do not have to feel the exact same way as everyone else. I don't even have to agree. I can listen. I can be there as a friend. I can give them my own personal opinion or advice, but I don't have to be in that same negative mind frame. And another thing we could do with this is we could imagine ourselves in a white bubble of light, of pure energy. So we can be in the same space with people, but we visualize that that negative energy or whatever it is that we don't want to accept is not penetrating our bubble and affecting us, along with reminding ourselves consciously and choosing in every moment to not be responsible for everyone else's feelings. We could also do like a cord cutting ceremony while we're talking to them. We can imagine that we're cutting an energetic cord if we feel that that's like sludging up our vibration, sludging up our energy and our aura, but at the same time, still be there for them. But again, being there for someone does not mean that we have to feel exactly how they feel. I remember sometimes getting upset when friends would come to me with their problems and complain because, and I didn't realize this until now, because I was struggling with my own stuff. And because I kept piling everyone else's baggage on top of my baggage, I never got to unpack my baggage. I never got to sift through that and sort it and process it. I never got to unpack it. So I was feeling neglected. I was neglecting myself because I would just allow everybody else to give me their baggage, and I would try to sort and unpack everything for them so that they wouldn't have to deal with it. They just put that responsibility on me. I accepted that responsibility. And that's why they would go away feeling so much better. They'd be like, oh my God, I feel so much better. I feel so light. Let's go have fun. And here I am just like sitting here like, oh my goodness, I feel so much burden right now. That's because I didn't know how to separate my energy. It was all intertwined. And once I stopped accepting that responsibility for everyone else, I was able to let that baggage go. And as I let everyone else's baggage go from years, I mean, I'm 30 years of accumulation of stuff I've been holding on forever, I was able to finally figure out what was mine. Because with empaths, when we take on so many other energies, it's not even just from people we know, just from being in a restaurant or being outside in public. We tend to pick up so many other people's energy, and we don't know what's ours and what's theirs. We just assume it's all ours. So we have to be able to consciously make the decision to separate and to figure out, we can set the intention, what's mine and what's not mine. And then we can let it go. And I feel so light. I feel so much freedom. It is liberating. I feel my vibration has rised. I feel like I'm finally ascending to the 5th dimension. Because all this time I thought it was about being more and doing more, when really it was just about letting go. Letting go of limiting beliefs. Letting go of what no longer served me. Letting go of what was no longer mine. Because I also noticed that I became very hard Like I was trying so hard to protect my heart and my energy by blocking people off in more of a subconscious or energy way. Like I would still talk to people, but I would have this fear that they were going to dump something on me and then I would have to process it for them. So I kind of tried to avoid dealing with people in a way. I really kind of shut myself off, isolated myself, and just had this, wall, this invisible wall, to try to not get too close to people. And by doing that, I realized that by trying to block out the bad, the negative energy, I was also blocking a lot of the good, positive energy. I was blocking opportunities. I was blocking my manifestations of what I truly want because I was just completely blocked off. But now that I'm not accepting responsibility for everyone else's emotions and what they're going through, I'm not accepting it as if it's my fault and I have to fix it for them. That's always what I was trying to do. I was trying to fix everyone because I thought, oh, if everybody around me is okay, then I can be okay. I got to make sure everyone else around me who's close to me is happy. That way I can be happy. And as soon as one person's happy, someone else isn't happy. The next day, someone else isn't happy. And then I never get to myself. I'm always saving myself for last. So I know now I don't need everyone else to be happy in order for me to be happy. I choose to be happy. And I choose to love even more. I just feel like my heart chakra just opened up. I feel more in a good way. I'm accepting more. I'm accepting love, and I'm accepting friendship, and I'm accepting high vibe energy. I'm allowing it to flow through me instead of blocking it away from me. All right, everyone, that is my video for today. I hope you got something from my experience. I'm just like everyone else. I have to have my own lessons and experiences, and then once I learn them, I'm able to come back and share them with you guys and hope that it helps at least one person. And as always, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.